Good morning, friends. Welcome to the pre-market update. Yesterday, with what we have seen as we have seen a quite good bounce back in Indian indices like Nifty was 7842, 1.5%, 1.4% higher. Same as with Sensex was 1.5% higher. On the after so many days of a correction, Indian markets have seen quite a good bounce back, and if we see the mid caps have also performed quite good on the yesterday's market. If you look at the FI/DI numbers, FI was a net seller of around 343 crores in the cash segment, whereas DI was a net buyer of 243 crores in the cash segment. But FI was a buyer in the index futures. So overall, it was a mixed bag. If you look at the European markets was little negative, 0.8% to 1% down in DAX and FTSE, whereas CAC was around 0.5% down. American markets were also more or less flattish. Dow and Nasdaq both were flattish. If you look at today's Qs, Asian markets are a little weak. 0.5% down in terms of Nikkei, Hang Seng, so Shanghai. So more or less Asian markets are down. SGX Nifty is around 19 points down. So we are expecting a little bit of a muted start, but something very positive in the Indian equities which will be benefited in days and months to come is the crude oil prices, the commodity prices, because if you look at the Brent crude is around $44 and NYMEX is around $40, so which is very positive for our country because we have 80% of the crude imports. Now we'll listen to the derivative updates.
Good morning, friends. I will give analysis on derivatives. In yesterday's taking mixed cues from the international markets, our markets open on a gap up of around 50-60 odd points. And thereon we have seen Nifty constantly moving higher as market breadth also remained positive throughout the day, and it was able to erase all of its losses of the day before yesterday's trading session. And throughout the day we have seen some kind of short covering in yesterday's trading session. Well, Nifty eventually closed with a healthy gain of around 1.63% and closed at 7858, above 7850 odd levels. And the open interest trends, as mentioned, some unwinding was observed, that is around 3% was shared in open interest. That is around 6 lakh shares were shared in open interest. Cost of carry did increase significantly in yesterday's trade from positive 0.15 points to currently 15 points, indicating good amount of short covering was observed by market participants in yesterday's trading session. Put call ratio, we were suggesting put call ratio have been quite on the low, lower side, and in last few trading sessions we were saying put call ratio, we were saying as per the derivative parameters, Nifty has been on the oversold territory, and hence we have seen a sharp increase in put call ratio from 0.72 to 0.79 odd levels, while volatility index have decreased significantly by 10% in yesterday's trade from 17.42 to 15.84 levels. Now, there was significant amount of unwinding which was observed in yesterday's trading session, being at 7,800 as suggested in yesterday's trading in yesterday's video conference, that that 7,800 call option would be quite crucial to watch out for, and we were expecting an unwinding in 7,800 call option if market want to sustain in the positive momentum, and that did happen. 7,800 call option saw a significant amount of unwinding of around 30 odd percentage, while 7,900 call option have also seen an unwinding of 20 odd percentage, and 8,000 call option have seen an unwinding of 10 odd percentage. So more and more in yesterday's trading session we have seen significant amount of unwinding in call option, due to which we have seen a sharp increase in put call ratio, while put option 7,800 put option have seen a significant amount of build up of 48 odd percentage, and it now could act as a crucial support for the few days which is left for the expiry, for this expiry. Hence in today's trading session and for the expiry, 7,800 activity in 7,800 put option would be quite crucial, and market participants can create some kind of a long positions at keeping a stop anywhere around 7,790, 7,800. There are two securities in band period for today's trade, that is Jindal Steel and DLF. On FI's activity, not much of activity was observed in yesterday's trade. In index futures, they were net biased by 23 odd crores, while in index options, they were net biased by 2481 crores. Stock futures, they were net biased by 390 crores, and stock options, they were net sellers by 55 crores only. Our market level of IDCVM stands at 7810 with a lower range at 7800 and higher range at 7950. Again, VWAP of 7810 would be quite crucial. So if market participants want to create some kind of a long positions, they can create, keeping a strict stop loss of 7790, 7800 for today's trading session and also for the expiry. HDFC Nifty is trading negative. It's down by around 13 odd points at 7843, indicating some kind of flat opening can be expected in today's trade. That's it from derivatives. Thank you.
Now we'll look at the trading ideas of the day. We have the first idea is JSPL, the CNB is 82. CCI gives the JSPL clean sheet on cartelization allegation. Action to be taken is long JSPL, stop loss at 80.30, target at 85 to 87. Now we'll look at the news updates for the day. US probes Bosch and Volkswagen cheating scandal. Bosch built up components in diesel engine used in 6 Volkswagen model and Audi model. Ruchi Suya to invest 350 crores in Karnataka in agriculture and energy sector. Hindalco, Birla Carbon are tapping the international markets to raise 2.43 billion to bring down the financing cost. The 7th Pay Commission proposes 23.55% increase in pay allowances and pension for 4.8 million government employees and 5.5 million pensioners. ADAG Group, Reliance Group, ADAG Group to develop 6,000 crore megawatt solar power park in Rajasthan. RBI's note is a shareholder intending to hold 5% or more shares in private sector banks will have to seek an OK from central bank. The government may allow transfer of non-coal mines M&A in stressed assets. Rupees 5,400 crore JP Ultratech deal may see more fruition. Vedanta may scale back expansion on soft aluminium prices. Tata Motors to launch Kite hatchback and compact sedan. Jaguar launches Land Rover Evoque SUV in India at Rs 47.1 lakh. Domino's Pizza partners with Zipper for technology tie-ups. US opposes India's latest round of incentives to boost textile exports. Strides Aqualab changes name to Strides Shashun Limited. That was a demerger. That was a merger. And watch stocks to look at with a positive bias of Maruti at 4650, Z Entertainment at 392, Hero MotoCorp at 2595, and stocks with negative bias are Oil India at 361, Mindtree at 1425. Stocks for investments, what we are looking at and what we are recommending is Aditya Birla Nova at 2088, Britannia at 2945, Maruti 4650, HDFC Bank 1069, and Z Entertainment at 391. Thank you friends, happy investing.